Hey, Gavin here, hanging out, doing my political thing that I always do. I'm hanging out here at the For Liberty and Justice for All March. As you can see, people have already started marching. If you turn this way, people are already walking to kind of demonstrate that they are going to stand up for equality and diversity, even as Donald Trump has become president today. So we're going to march with them and kind of see what they're here for. I'm here with Emily at the march. Now, Emily, what are you marching for today?
I'm marching for women's equality and equality for everyone.
Okay, and see, that's something that, what concerns you the most concerning women's equality about Donald Trump as being president? What concerns you the most?
What concerns me the most is his Twitter account. I feel like there's just a lot of things that he says irrationally that he doesn't really understand the consequences of what's going to happen. Like, he's a world leader now. He needs to
stop drunk tweeting, basically.
Yeah.
All right, there's a guy like singing and playing guitar at the same time while marching. I can do none of those things by themselves. And Alan, you are marching today, but you're not only marching, but you're singing and playing guitar. Is it difficult to do all those things at the same time?
Yeah, it kind of is. And especially when everybody's in front of me, no one can really hear it that much. But it's okay. It's part of the spirit, so it works out all right.
Are there any songs in particular you are playing for the march today?
Yeah, these are all songs that have to do with peace and love and equality and justice. This next one here is Imagine, of course, a John Lennon song. Everybody knows that. So, there's some others along the same vein. So.
Justice and peace. What a crazy concept. Am I right?
Yeah. Well, we were talking about this 30, 40 years ago, and we're still talking about it, evidently. So.
I'm here with Rand, who's marching today, and why are you marching?
We have had some dark times over the last few months and leading up to the election, and being together with people who share our hope.
It's good to feel like you're not crazy, or you're like the only one who feels this way. And as shown by the turnout today, there are a lot of people here who feel the same way that you do. How does that make you feel?
It feels wonderful, and I know it means a lot to my mom and to my children as well.
Now, we've almost made it to the front of the march, which means I think we were accidentally racing. But as the millennial snowflake that I am, I think I get a participation medal if I win this thing. All right, we have made it to the end of the march here at Central Library. I'm here with Skylar and Megan. Now, Skylar, why are you marching today?
Because as a trans man, this affects me greatly. You know, the LGBT community, along with other minority groups, have been attacked for so long that we feel threatened right now, and we need to be together in this, and sticking together will get us through this.
And what are some of your biggest concerns with Donald Trump becoming president? What are some of the main things that he may have said or done that makes you worry?
Well, the fact that he goes and makes a statement that says the LGBT community loves him, and then picks Pence, who has been notorious for discriminating against the LGBT community.
Yeah, it kind of goes against everything. Like, if you pick Mike Pence, the gays are not going to like that, like, ever.
Pence was the guy that made, that pizza place legally allowed to discriminate us. Indiana gay pizza was a really big thing for a while because he was like, no, you don't have to serve them. So, that just kind of is a kick in the face, really.
Yeah, when I watched the inauguration day, I was like, remember that time that governor said gay people couldn't have pizza? He's vice president now. Wacky. And Megan, why are you marching today?
I'm marching to show that we all, as humans, have equality, and we can all be one, even when the government and people who are running our country don't wish that upon us.
Is there anything that Donald Trump can do for your community, or just to make you kind of believe in him? What would you like to see him do to try to mend the divide that our country currently has?
He needs to kind of honestly go back on this whole wall business and his whole pitting people against each other. His whole campaign was feeding on people's fears about differences, and he's going to have to mend that by showing that differences are okay.
I got to march today. It was a really good experience. It was good to see people from Evansville get out and really let their voice be heard, because sometimes some of the people we talk to feel like their voice just wasn't heard, or they feel alone. So it's nice to not be that feeling of being like, I'm by myself. It's really cool. Also, got all my steps in today, whether I wanted them to or not. So I got my steps in, and I got to do it for a good cause. So I'm Gavin, hanging out here at Central Library for the For Liberty and Justice for All march.